You want to get into Ramadan series? You want to talk about real quick?
Yeah, I mean,
I wanted to
the
kind of touch on the journey real quick. 'Cause I know you talked
mhm.
about, I don't know how in depth you've gone in other platforms, but like just high level, you're coming to Islam, you're reverting to Islam, and I want to kind of just talk about lessons and reflections on that.
Yeah, man, I was just saying today to myself that this Ramadan is about reaching the highest level of self-mastery
Mm.
that I haven't reached yet. You know what I'm
What does that
saying?
mean? What does self mastery mean?
Like sometimes okay, so the problem with being intelligent is you can trick yourself.
And
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you can pathologize and reason and logic a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
hmm,
But your heart never lies, right?
yeah,
So reaching a level because who we are, we build these constructs of who we think we are. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
self
People don't
concept.
ex- yeah, people don't experience us the way we think we are because you everybody looks different from the outside looking in, right?
Hmm.
So there's that. And then there's the construct of who we think we are.
Uh-huh.
And, so I'm trying to deconstruct all the things that I think about myself or that I think I know about myself and put myself in a space where it's just like pure assessment and honesty of who I am and then figuring out those hidden flaws that are not and of course, using AI to kind of like
I was gonna
filter
say that's
through a
big.
lot,
No,
of
no, no.
course, you know what I'm
We're
saying?
not gonna gloss over that. That's important.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the next thing.
But figuring out what those blinders are,
Uh-huh.
and figuring out what are those things that are keeping me from elevating at it to a certain level that I know I could elevate to from a spiritual level, not even from an external level. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
just from an internal, being a better person. You know what I mean? Seeking the pleasure of Allah. You know what I mean?
just
In its
alignment
highest forms.
in regards to like
Yeah,
I know like this is who I am. This is I know like my reality should reflect X, Y, Z. Like how do I? Where's the
yeah,
resistance of like
yeah. What are those hidden?
yeah,
Because we as people, again, like the mind builds in 11 dimensions, right? Like we had did a
uh,
show on that. I put a clip out on that that the mind builds in 11 dimensional construct. So we're very layered and deep as individual spiritual beings. You know what I'm saying?
man,
And so, there's a lot of blinders that we have. Even when we think we got it figured out, there's still another corner, something else to figure out. So for me, self mastery, make a long story short, this Ramadan, being more introspective, being more present with, I'll add this caveat too. They say the highest form of intelligence is thinking about how you think.
observing your thoughts.
You know what I'm saying? They call it metacognition. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So if you're, just thinking from that perspective, being in pure observer mode and
yeah,
observing oneself and, finding those things that may have missed throughout the previous years of my life and all the previous Ramadans of catching them and reining them in
mm,
so that after Ramadan, I'm just a super saiyan. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Just super saiyan mode. You know what I'm saying? Like just super saiyan. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know exactly what you mean. The metacognition, when it comes to thinking about, it's essentially meditation, right? You're recognizing that your brain is a receiver, and thoughts you're not actually thinking is being sent to you,
Mm.
right? This is, and so your ability to be present enough to witness the thoughts without engaging or identifying with the thoughts, and then finding the pattern recognition of like, where do these thoughts come from? Do these thoughts empower me? Are they rooted, in truth? So is that what you kind of?
Well, no, I'm adding. I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm just adding that reality, like these
Yeah.
processes and things that we use to filter and figure out to get to the depths of who we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that this Ramadan, I'm focusing on putting all of that to use with the worship to reach another level of self mastery so that
Mm.
I get to the Super Saiyan level. You know what I'm saying? To just take my spirituality is just Super Saiyan. You know what I mean?
Does the devil get out in the sky, man,
Yeah,
cow, and just have
yeah,
that
yeah,
thing ready
exactly,
for yeah.
exactly. You know what
No,
I'm
no, for
saying?
sure.